We're live.
Hi, Ellen.
Hi, Jenny.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, thanks.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
It is episode 4 already of Handcraft Chatty Hour here live at Handcraft Happy Hour in Baltimore. This is
Episode 4.
episode 4.
Mhm.
We
Right?
are
Yeah.
a small local fabric and quilt shop in Baltimore. And this is when we talk about what's going on in the shop. My mom is here. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Judy. That sounded creepy.
Look,
I
Mom,
didn't mean it
on
that way.
TV. She says hi. Yeah. How was your weekend?
It was good. Went to the market. I met one of our customers, now friends, Meg.
Yeah.
We went to the market that's around the corner from my house. I took the day off.
Yes.
And I sewed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleaned the house a little bit.
Yep.
It was a good day.
I balance sewing with cleaning the house too.
Yeah.
Like when I need to get up and move around, I clean a little bit and then go back and sew some more.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Because I can't sit for too long. My ADHD is like, what are you doing sitting here?
Yes. Yeah.
So
move
then I'll
around.
get up and I'll clean something or
Yeah.
What did you do?
What did I do? Yesterday, it was solstice. Happy solstice.
Happy solstice. It was
We're
yesterday.
halfway out of the dark.
Hallelujah.
I know. So I was, we hung it already. We'll post pictures. Follow us on Instagram and the places.
Yeah.
I finished a Hello Alice quilt. It's hanging.
Really
So Sunday morning, I finished binding it. And then
it was busy on Saturday.
It was busy on Saturday.
I was not busy on Sunday very much.
Yeah, I think people are probably starting to travel.
Yeah, but we had a good day because we had sew days. So we had customers in the shop finishing up gifts and
it was nice. A good weekend.
Yeah, it was a good happy weekend.
And then my wife and I went to dinner, and then we went down to one of the parks here in Baltimore that does like Christmas lights, and the whole neighborhood like had like a themed like solstice like window displays. So we just walked around and then went down to the German Christmas village and the harbor again. I love Baltimore this time of year.
Yeah, me too.
We like to like just pick different neighborhoods at after dark and like go walk around and see everybody's Christmas lights, and it's really pretty. And
maybe I'll go do that tonight.
Yeah,
because Sophie's off today too.
That would be nice.
Yeah, maybe we can.
Yeah, wander some Christmas lights. That's always nice.
Go down to the village.
Yes.
Might not be so bad on a Monday night.
No, shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. But yeah, and like everybody, it was busy, but it wasn't overwhelming when we were there last night.
Yeah, because it gets crazy in there.
Yeah. So today, what do we have? Today, we want to talk about a couple of projects that Jenny and I have been working on. This quilt coat that I have, it's mostly finished. I'm still working on some things with it. And we want to talk about what it's been like running a business in the U.S. in 2025. The challenges that it has brought to the store and just the industry as a whole and just our community. But then we have plans. We're smart. We're creative people.
Gotta pivot.
We're going to pivot a little bit for next year and just how we're planning to just kind of like keep going because we're not going anywhere.
No. And, if we're having these issues, other small businesses across the U.S. are having.
Yes.
And it's trickling out, right, to the other states or other countries because some of them can't mail to us. And that's a really big portion of their income too. So, anyway.
All right. Projects. What do you have?
I finished on Friday night. So we have Friday Night Stitch Club, but it doesn't start till next year. This year it's still called Friday Night Open Sew. And I've worked on, this is the beginner quilt class that starts in February. So I've been making the sample for it. And this is part of the sample. I'm making a baby size quilt.
So they're 9 patch blocks. And then what are these called? Bow ties?
No. Churn dash, I think.
Churn
dash, I think. But it's just, so you're learning
two different blocks.
You're learning 2 different blocks. You're learning how to do half square triangles, which is nice. So you'll know half square triangles and then kind of precise it's really focusing on getting your seam allowance right and measurements right. So that it'll be a good
Cut.
class. We're starting from scratch. Like we're
Yeah.
going to teach you how to use a rotary cutter if you've never used one before.
All you should know how to do is like the basics of using your
Your sewing
machine and like getting a straight seam,
Yeah.
but the rest of it, like, you don't have
teach
to
you.
have. Yeah, that's first quilting class.
Yeah, it'll be a good one. I'm excited
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
What are you working on? Your
So
quilt coat.
This my quilt coat. I should stand up so people can see it. This I took Michaela's quilt coat class.
It's really cute.
And
All the
you can see
detail.
the inside.
Can you see the binding? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
This was a journey. I have sewn quilts and I have sewn garments. So putting the two together was kind of like where I wanted to take the class. I did piece quilt this outside. I just kind of designed this myself. I could have looked up how to do chevrons and I just kind of decided to wing it and figure it out as I went. And then I also, one of the things we've been hearing a lot is, people wanting more garment fabric since Joann's closed, which we are bringing more in, but quilting cotton can be garments too. Like I've made a collared shirt out of the Hello Alice collection and it's really soft and it's just cotton.
Yeah.
It's woven cotton. And this quilt coat is another option. And when making this, I like to use what I have first.
Yeah.
I had scraps from 2 different quilts, like leftover batting. So I Frankenbat.
Frankenbatting where you
zigzagged like the pieces back together to kind of like patchwork it and not have to buy more batting. And I actually layered the body of this with cotton and wool batting because I wanted it to just be extra warm. You'll probably see me wearing this in the shop all winter long.
It gets cold in here.
It gets cold. We're in a big old mill building, so it does get chilly, especially in this like front room in the wintertime.
Yeah.
So,
the skylights are lovely, but they do not contain the heat.
No, they don't. Yeah, I think Jenni had asked me what I learned making this, and I think I was really curious about how the construction would work, like because I've bound quilts and then I've done seams for garments where we zigzag edges and stuff. But this, you bind each individual piece, then sew it together and then hand stitch down. So that's where the guidance was really helpful for me. I did put it in timeout.
Yeah. It's good to put your projects in timeout sometimes.
Yes.
I always teach when I'm teaching the beginning sewing or beginning quilting classes, I always say there's going to be a point in your project that you're absolutely going to hate it. And you think, why in the heck did I put these colors together? Or something's not going right with construction or whatever. And if you just put it in timeout and come back to it, 9 times out of 10, you're going to love the finished project. You just have to set it aside for a minute.
Because when I thought about it, it was put it in timeout or light it on fire.
Yeah. I'm glad you just put it in timeout.
I put it in timeout for a week. And honestly, the frustration was just kind of like, I made this like extra thick, so it did make it a little trickier. The construction of it. And I went to make my own bias tape and again, didn't look up a reminder of how to do it. And I did all this like complicated stuff to have bias tape that wasn't cut on the bias. I'm still learning my new machine too. And I had never, it's a secret, I've never used a walking foot, which for you very experienced sewers will be like, what? So there's just a lot of different things like getting used to it. And I signed up for the class before I became an owner, before like we had really even like thought about that or like started talking about it. So it was just kind of like a shift in my mental state, doing that, working on the class at night. And it was our evening classes are from 6 to 9 and I'm a in bed by 9:30 type of person.
So you're trying to construct a quilt while you're really thinking about your PJs and how
I'm trying to learn something new. Well, talking to people, which is great, but also like, and I think that's the other thing that I really just realized about myself too, is I'm more of a solo sewer than a social sewer. I am a social knitter because I can not think about it
Yeah.
at this point because I'm so much more of an experienced knitter than a sewing. Who's here? Heather's here.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather. But for sewing, I think I enjoy sewing the most when I'm locked in my studio by myself with an audiobook in my ears and I can just forget everything else in the world exists.
I'm the opposite. I like to sew with people.
Yeah.
But the problem is I talk more than I sew.
But that's you're
it's not a
enjoying
problem.
yourself.
Yeah, I love it.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Which is why like you'll see Jenni participating in our social events. And like I'm participating during crafty hour when I bring my knitting or like the hand stuff like that. But I'm more likely to be manning the shop during the like Friday night stitch club and that kind of stuff that I am to like sew along with you. And it's not because I don't love sewing and it's not because I don't love you all. It's because I just like sewing better
by
myself.
Because you get more done.
I get more done and I can just tune everything out. Yeah, but we do have another session of this class coming up in January and there's still a few spots left. I would say like you should either have made a basic garment or a quilt before. Yeah. I would say level of this. We have it as like an intermediate, but you certainly don't have to have done garments before if you're a quilter to do this.
And you don't have to make a quilt either. If you wanted to do whole cloth, you found a fabric that you absolutely love, you can use that as the whole outside and another fabric for the whole inside. So,
and it saves a lot of time because that's the most time consuming part was
making the quilt,
was making the piecing part for me. So you can do whole cloth, and Michaela is an excellent teacher. She will teach you how to use your walking foot and how to machine quilts and all of that to get it done. Because the other two people in my class, Stephanie and Elisa, they made beautiful coats.
Yeah.
And we're both new to quilting.
And Alice, who works here, made a really, really cute
last year. Yeah. She wears it around in the winter too.
Mary made one too. She needs to, I don't think she's finished it yet. I'll have to ask her. Mary, have you finished it yet?
Yeah, Mary, finish your quilt coat and show us. Have Nora bring it in to show us if you don't feel like coming down. So that's our projects. I'm actually tempted to make a whole cloth like short version at some point.
I have a quilt that's in the office that I want to turn into a quilt coat. It's the one I spilled coffee on.
Oh, well, perfect.
And
you're just going to spill more coffee.
I know, I'm just going to spill more coffee. And it would be on the inside. I won't show on the outside.
But that's part of why, although I have the light blue on the cuff like folded over, but it's part of why I was like, oh, black sleeves are a good idea because I always spill coffee on my winter coats.
Yeah.
Then I think the topic we really wanted to talk about was 2025.
Yeah, we're almost done. Almost done with it. Thank goodness.
I will say this year is ending very differently than I thought it would end if you had asked me in January.
Yeah. It feels more hopeful.
I feel like
at least we have control over things now a little bit more.
We do. We're moving in, I hope, in the right direction. Call your senators, even if they're Democrats.
Call them.
Tell them what's hard for you in life and everything. But it's not as dire as I thought of a position I was going to be in from the beginning of the year. We've been pivoting. We've been, we've been rolling with it. Baltimore, we love you.
Yeah.
Baltimore, you are just a bright light in a rough spot sometimes. So I think like that also kind of like helps. We're fortunate here to be in Baltimore and to be in Maryland for so many reasons and to have so many great people around. But yeah, you never know what you're going to wake up to.
Yeah.
What did Heather say? Don't call your ex, call your senator. Yes. We should get that on t-shirts, Heather. And if you see stickers around Baltimore, it's probably Heather. But yeah, so I think just being honest about like what the challenges as a small business and the craft industry of how things have changed. Probably for a while. We never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Every day's
We
an
just have to
every
stay.
day is an adventure.
Every day is an adventure for us. But we do kind of just make a list of what kind of like the biggest things have been that we've been up against. First one, tariffs. How have this is since I'm kind of newer, this has mostly been Jenni dealing with that. What has it been like? So like 2024 versus 2025 in business tariffs.
A few things. There's a lot of, so when I started my business, I really wanted to bring in things that other people didn't really have. So a lot of my things came from England or from Canada or England and Canada. So these lovely, delicious snacks that I get sat in a government office since October 6th and finally got sent back like 2-3 weeks ago. Finally, they got sent back. We can't get them anymore. They're Canadian. They wanted something weird that I've never had to have before.
Yeah.
Plus the tariff price on it was extremely.
They were going to be like 30% more or something. And
it's like $300 or something crazy.
Candy we keep by the cash register.
That's like, no thanks. We'll find an American brand. But they're so good.
They're so good.
Made in Spain.
In Canada, we love you.
Yeah.
We love you.
They're fantastic. And these little guys are really popular. And there are other brands that are here in America, but everybody had those. So I wanted to try to find something a little different. This is we have this. We have a gingerbread man.
We have a gingerbread man.
And we only have like
they're little hand sewn like felt embroidery kits. They're super cute.
They're cute.
So if you love them, what we have is what we're gonna have. These will be gone.
We have 3 left. 1 of him and 2 gingerbread men.
Yeah.
And we can't get them anymore. They come from England. And so trying to source new things, that's been a challenge. And other small businesses are going out of business too because of different things, like paint is hard to get, or maybe the overhead is too high.
In general is just getting high.
Like Paint Anywhere, who's one of my absolute favorite Paint by Numbers. We've had these since the beginning of the company, since the beginning of my business started, and she just announced that she's closing. So that's sad. But these are actually on sale today.
Yeah, this is our day. Before we even knew that was happening, we put these on sale for our day 11 of 12 days of holiday happy hour. So these are 15% off today. Again, what we have is all we'll have. So if you've had your eye on them, we've already been looking at other companies that do similar things. Again,
I just really liked her style, and the nice thing is the paint that you get in the kits actually match the picture, where I've bought them from other companies that didn't. I was disappointed when I started painting and realized they weren't the same.
Yeah.
So anyways, I really
she
like
was just
her.
a nice person. She's a nice person.
She's
not
a
going
nice
away.
person.
Just the business.
Yeah.
is closing. It's
been tricky. And sourcing fabric, like people want garment fabric, and so a lot of the garment fabric comes from overseas. So trying to find it and pay a reasonable price that we don't have to pass on to our customers.
Yeah. Even the quilting cotton collections and stuff that we get, when it's bought 6 to 9 months ahead of time on our end, and they tell us when we can expect it to arrive, and some of them arrived 2 to 3 months later than the expected time, because not a lot of fabric is produced in the US, and
it's mostly Korea.
Yeah, Japan
and Italy. Actually, a lot of the Riley Blake Liberty comes from Italy.
Yeah, and the stuff in the U.S. isn't.
Yeah,
it's not what we want for the shop, for reasons. But so it's just like that. It's harder to plan, to know exactly when stuff is coming in. So those things that are those collections that we get so excited about.
Yeah.
That's the fun part.
I know.
The different like artists and designers and those things coming. So we'll rethink through like our pre-order process and stuff for those collections for next year a little bit
Yeah,
because
we don't
of
have
that.
a lot of the pre-orders on right now because it was just so disheartening.
Yeah.
Last year when we're like, oh my gosh, we were expecting this.
Sun Drenched. We ordered Sun Drenched because it was supposed to come in July, and that's when and it's more of a like traditional classic collection, and we knew the shop hop was happening at that time, and it didn't come until like after the shop hop was pretty much over.
Yeah. Fabulism was months
late. Yeah. So it's those things will continue, but we have plans.
Yeah, we have plans.
I think and Joann's closing.
Yeah, that was a huge.
That's not. We didn't celebrate that.
It was hard because that's where you all could get a lot of notions and garment fabrics, fleece. I can't even tell you how many times we've been asked for fleece. Yes. We're not going to get it. We're not getting fleece. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, again, fleece is made in Canada, first of all, and plus like the amount of fleece that Joann's would carry in a single store would fill our entire store, and we would have nothing else if we like provided fleece for our customers. And I mean, same with notions.
Yeah.
The amount of notions that Joann's carried again would fill our entire store.
We did do some fluctuation though. It's like we changed our hours because Joann's was open late, and that was nice when you got off work and you needed a zipper at the last minute or interfacing. So we have had that like where customers come in after work and they're so grateful we're open because we stay open till 8 now on the weekdays. That's been super helpful.
Yeah,
for people.
Been good.
And we've been stocking more notions too.
Yeah, we're getting there. I think the last thing on our list as far as challenges is just kind of like just fear in our community. And Maryland has the highest, or had, I guess, the highest percentage of federal workers in the country. I mean, we probably still do. So our communities have taken a big hit as far as employment goes. And then just other companies like layoffs and jobs. So we know that that's hurt us economically in our local community. And ICE, all of the scary things are also that's hitting our area. So, but what we have found throughout this year is more and more people looking to find like people of like values and mind, and coming to our meetups and classes, coming back to crafting because we need a little more de-stressing in our lives, and
finding a new third space.
Yeah. So we've really like, I think that's the proudest thing of 2025 is just the continued growing community that Handcraft Happy Hour has provided Baltimore. And just meeting more people and people making friends and just having that place to go when you need a smile.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I like
and
how,
a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, just like people like walking dogs for each other and like just taking care of each other. It's been a really good year for that.
Yeah.
Of where to go. Because we are lucky. Again, we love you, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Be nice to Baltimore.
Be nice to Baltimore. I forgot I had this on today. It's perfect. It's Monday. I'm comfortable.
Yeah. Yep. So those are our challenges, our pivots. 2026, what we're planning so far. We've already talked about it, but we did lower our class prices.
Yeah. Class prices lowered. Helps a lot, and we're still able to pay our teachers.
Yes.
Actually, I think we may have paid Michaela more.
Well, we didn't switch, but I mean she had that one really busy class. Yeah. But yeah, the goal is we lower prices. We're hoping that more people are able to come because of that. But we also just adjusted the percentage and how we pay the teachers because we didn't want us lowering class prices to lower our teachers' pay because their heat bill is more expensive still. Their groceries are still more expensive, just like ours.
And people come back because of them a lot of times.
Yeah, our teachers are great. Like, if you didn't like your teacher, you're probably not going to want to take a class again.
Sourcing more fabrics that are
we're
sourcing more fabrics that are garment friendly too.
because for Joann's, because that's I think a lot of the people that are finding us since Joann's closed. There are a lot of garment sewers, but we've been looking at what we can get from our existing distributors. So Moda, Riley Blake, Art Gallery, they do have rayons and linens,
some garment straights,
yeah,
substrates. So we've been adding more wovens, more kind of canvas linen blends.
Yeah, which are great for pants.
Yeah, I've made a couple pairs.
Yeah, it's fabric is flexible.
Yeah,
you can do a lot with it. So we will be. I think every month you'll probably see new stuff from us next year. Next we do want to expand our notions, bag hardware, zippers, thread.
Embroidery thread, because we have sewing machines coming any minute.
Yes, that's the other. Yeah, I guess that's another big pivot. Is we're getting our first sewing machine delivery this week. Hopefully,
said early this week, but I haven't seen a notification yet. Anyway, sometime this week, hopefully the week of Christmas, we're getting Janome.
And our sewing machines too. We intentionally picked on the lower end of the price point for like I think of like fabric, like local businesses, like mid to high price point average. We're kind of like mid price point and trying to offer a little bit more on the lower price point end of that mid range, because that's really like what we have access to anyway. Mom, yes, Mom, we're gonna show up for the midterms. Everybody is. You'll see my mom at a protest probably too. But yeah, so we were talking about.
Oh, I've lost track. It's Monday.
Expanding notions.
Oh, notions. Yeah, I want to get more into embroidery too.
Yeah, we want to get like the cross stitch cloth and more embroidery floss, like the things, not just kits, but things for you to just be creative on your own, make your own design, or if you buy a pattern on Etsy and you could come here and get what you need.
Yeah.
Because we do like the last minute, if you're sewing and you're like, shoot, I need something.
You don't want to drive all the way out to Towson.
or wait for it to get delivered.
Right.
We want you to like people in Baltimore to be able to just like run over and grab what you need. Yeah. And I think the last thing we have is just kind of like balancing what we have for quilting cottons and designs and stuff. So with the some of the collections taking longer, but also just what people like in Baltimore. I think after 2 years, we know like what
we're kind of figuring it
out.
The
community wants here. So we want to bring in more basics.
More basics, more solids.
More basics, more solids. Just those, because the basics and the solids are a lot easier for us to keep consistent.
Reorderable.
Yes, the reorderable things. Because it takes a lot of time to put products into the point of sale.
It does. Reorderable. So I love it when we have a reorder in them.
Yeah, we could just change the quantity instead of having to create a whole new product.
So quick.
Will save us time and some sanity as well.
Plus, it's a little more modern, which is kind of the vein we're in anyway.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to sneeze. It wasn't a sneeze.
Yeah. So with that shift, I think the last thing that I had on here for us to talk about is we are doing another sale. This is
a final sale for a little while.
For a while.
Yeah.
For probably close to 6 months.
Yeah.
It is a year-end blowout. We are doing it in partnership with Fab Shop.
Fab Shop.
Do you want to talk about Fab Shop? Because I didn't know about them.
Fab Shop, they've been around for a very long time. A lot of quilt stores are members in this group, and they do blowout sales. They do classes for quilt shop owners. There's all sorts of I don't really know how to talk about it without revealing too much, but they have
resources for fabric store owners.
Resources for fabric store owners. So they have a blowout sale once a year, and we decided to participate in that because it's online. But we're going to offer it to our in-store people too.
Yep. So yeah, that's the 26th, so the day after Christmas through the 31st. We will be open in store, so Friday the 26th through Sunday the 28th. So if you come in, you'll be able to shop those deals in person, but they're going to be online in the sale section. I'm actually starting to put them up there today. Prices won't change until the 26th. So you'll be able to preview what's going to be on sale. We decided to, so just like you said, like we buy fabric months ahead of time, and then if it doesn't sell to like our local community, so we wanted to do the Fab Shop sale to just kind of expand who sees it, to get it in front of the people that are going to love it. So we'll have fabric by the yard at $5, $8, and $10 a yard, to move some of that to make room for all of the other things that we want to bring in. And then we're going to
pay for those new things.
To pay for those new things. Because that's the other thing. We got to sell the stuff to buy new stuff. And we'll have 25% off and 40% off sections for some of just like craft kits, some books, and just other like random things that we're maybe have one or two left that we won't be bringing back, to just move those out the door to get ready for our 2026.
And then we'll be closed. First week of we'll be closed Monday the 31st. How many days are in December?
Yeah, so we're always closed Mondays and Tuesdays, and then Wednesday is New Year's Eve and Thursday is New Year's Day. We're going to be closed New Year's Eve, New Year's Day.
So we can do inventory.
The fun counting, but we'll still be packing orders and stuff as they come in online.
Online will be open.
Yeah, and then we'll be reopened January 2nd. Friday in the new year.
Yay.
And new beginnings. 2026 is our year. We've declared it.
And is Friday our first Friday night stitch night?
The following.
Okay, good. Because I'll be tired after inventory.
You'll be tired. January 9th is our first Friday night stitch club. So that's going to be every week going forward from 5 to 9. You can sign up online. We'll have snacks and friends and laughs, and just bring whatever you're working on and come hang out. Yeah, I think we did it.
That's it.
I think that's all we have today.
That's all.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Happy Hanukkah, all of the things. And we will see you next Monday. We'll be deep in the year-end blowout sale and getting ready for inventory, and New Year's. But all right. See you next week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. And we're ending our live stream.